Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us today. Today we're here to celebrate 1865, June 19th, 1865. We want to make sure that we hear from everyone, so we're going to go ahead and start with our Honorable President, Tony Preckwinkle.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for joining us to mark the 160th anniversary of Juneteenth, right here in the county building. Before I begin, I want to acknowledge Commissioner McCaskill, Commissioner Stamps, Commissioner Lowry, Commissioner Degnan, and our performers who've joined us here today. We're grateful for their presence. Thank you all for your dedication and for helping us celebrate this important moment. As many of you know, Juneteenth marks the day in 1865 when Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas, to inform the last enslaved people that they were free. Although the Emancipation Proclamation had been signed 2 years earlier, it took that long for freedom to reach every corner of the country. That delayed justice is the heart of the Juneteenth story. It reminds us that freedom has never come easily, something we should remember particularly in this moment. It's always been hard-won, and the fight for equality and dignity is far from over. But Juneteenth is not only about struggle, it's also about celebration. It's about honoring those who came before us and recognizing the voices and visions in our Black communities today. Here in Cook County, we continue to carry forward the values that Juneteenth represents: equity, justice, and collective power. We remain committed to building systems that are more fair, inclusive, and more responsive to the people we serve, despite the national effort to denigrate such programs. Today, we celebrate Black history and Black futures. We celebrate our freedom. We celebrate the work that continues in government, in community, and every space where people come together to demand something better. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for standing with us. And thank you again to our performers for reminding us that joy, rhythm, and resistance can go hand in hand. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Madam President. For all of you that are here today, we thank you and we honor you for standing with us on such a prideful day where we get to begin to celebrate. This is the eve of Juneteenth, and we're going to continue the celebration. As you know, Juneteenth is all about our heritage, our culture, and the tie of tradition through family. At this time, I bring to you the Moye Cultural Arts. of the spirit walker that comes into the room bringing messaging of hope, equality, diversity, and the culmination of a Black community of African and African Americans, where we come together in pride and sing song. What a blessing. The culture, the tradition, and now we have Commissioner, Chairman Bill Lowry.
Thank you, thank you. I want to say thank you, Commissioner McCaskill, for organizing this amazing celebration. Thank you, thank you. So good morning. I am Bill Lowry, Cook County Commissioner of the 3rd District. I serve as Vice Chair of the Finance Committee of the Cook County Board of Commissioners, Chair of the Health and Hospitals Committee of the Board, and Vice Chair of the Cook County Health Board of Directors. Today I'm proud to be here with my colleagues, but I'm also proud to stand here in memory of my dear friend and brother, former colleague, Commissioner Dennis Deere. Yes, we lost Commissioner Deere almost a year ago to the day, but it was he and my current colleague, Commissioner Stanley Moore, who started Juneteenth, Illinois here at Cook County, and Juneteenth, Illinois continues to live and will do so for a long, long, long time. I'm also proud to be here because we are celebrating Juneteenth. Let us remember the importance of Juneteenth, as Juneteenth symbolizes freedom. But as we stand here today, 161 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, I ask each of you whether we are truly free. And the answer is no. How can we be truly free when we're still faced with economic inequity, healthcare inequity, and environmental inequity in certain communities of Chicago, Cook County, the state of Illinois, and this country? How can we truly be free when the current presidential administration is planning to hold back $900 million in resources for our Medicaid recipients in Cook County? How can we truly be free when those who fought for our freedom, our veterans, are seeing their resources cut by the millions by the federal government? How can we truly be free when the word diversity breeds disgust, distrust, and disinvestment? Well, in the coming days, many organizations will host events focusing on equity, education, health, wealth, and justice. But we must focus on each of these issues each and every day of the year, not just on Juneteenth. We must focus on economic equity, as equity is not equality. Equity acknowledges the disinvestment which has plagued our community for hundreds of years. Just last year, with the support of my colleagues, I introduced the Cook County Cannabis Development Grant Program. This $4 million program was created so that individuals from our community who have received cannabis licenses may receive some financial support as they launch their businesses. This program is a vehicle. It's a vehicle for our social equity applicants. It's a vehicle for our disproportionately impacted areas of Cook County, and it's a vehicle for small business creation. We must focus on educational opportunities in our community, and the Providence Scholarship Fund is doing just that, as we're resourcing $1,750,000 this year to graduating high school seniors, undergraduate students, and post-grad students who are studying for careers in healthcare. These students come from historically disinvested communities of Cook County, and these students represent the best of who we are today. They represent who will lead us tomorrow. We must focus on healthcare, both traditional and behavioral, as healthcare is a right shared by us all, as opposed to a privilege reserved for the few. During the past year, Cook County has led the way in the provision of both traditional healthcare, and it is shown by last January when my colleagues and we launched my birthday health screening program, where now any woman in Cook County, 40 years of age or older, is able to get a free mammogram at any Cook County hospital or clinic, whether she has insurance or not. And now any man in Cook County, 45 years of age or over, is able to receive a free prostate screening at any Cook County hospital or clinic, whether he has insurance or not. And that is why Cook County is supporting my treasured colleague, Commissioner Donna Miller's doula program. And that is why we are supporting Commissioner Miller's Black Maternal Health Initiative. Cook County has also led the way in the area of behavioral health care. That is why last year Cook County hosted a Cook County Behavioral Health Summit, where governmental, community, and private entities met with a singular goal to identify strategies and partnerships as we work to develop a countywide behavioral health care strategic plan. That is why following that historic summit, Cook County resourced behavioral health care through the county's first impact fund, where 53 community organizations received over $44 million in resources to support preventative health care, treatment, and support services. And that is why early this year, Cook County launched a behavioral health workforce fund, which resourced the hiring of almost 31,000 behavioral health experts to satisfy the needs of the over 5 million residents of Cook County. And that is why earlier this year, Cook County Health opened both a behavioral health stabilization unit at Providence Hospital and the Bronzeville Health Center, as now the provision of acute and long-term behavioral health care is available to communities historically known as healthcare deserts. And that is why just weeks ago, we gathered to celebrate the Cook County Behavioral Health Strategic Plan, a plan which followed the summit, the plan with which will lay out our path forward. We must continue to fight for criminal justice reform. Yes, violence is down. That's good, but we must also truly provide second chances. We must provide wraparound services which start before an individual returns home, but then continues once they do return home without interruption. We must ensure that all have affordable housing, a mode of transportation, a fair wage, good food to ingest, clean air to breathe in both traditional and behavioral health care. This is economic equity. This is healthcare equity. This is environmental equity. So for me, Juneteenth represents a bridge. It's a bridge between our past, our present, and our future. A future which I believe can be boundless, a future which I believe can truly represent freedom. But until that day arrives, let us embrace the words of Dr. King, who wrote, No one is free until we all are free. Thank you all. Happy Juneteenth. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to bring up my colleague and sister, Commissioner Tar Stamps.
Good morning. Asante Sana. For those who don't know, that's an African greeting of welcome. I want to say thank you to my colleague and Sarah, Commissioner McCaskill, who shares a passion with me to make sure that we are represented not only as individuals, but that we bring the full experience of who we are to this work that we do at the county level. And so I'm gonna just say to you all, stay tuned, because it's gonna get gooder and gooder. This has been an amazing show, yes. Amazing demonstration of our ancestry and our culture, and so thank you all for celebrating it with us. And I just can't help but say this, because we're on the eve, on the other side of making a very important decision. But I saw the young man, we all saw him because he was 12 feet in the air. But when I looked at his face, I didn't see a dancer, I saw light. I saw what happens when young people are given the opportunity. I saw what happens when a dancer who didn't know he was a dancer could mount sticks and be 12 feet in the air and still do every dance I've seen young people do on flat-footed. I saw brilliance, I saw talent, and I saw our future. But more than that, I saw the investment that gets made so that that light can shine as brightly as it did today. So good morning. In this very warm corridor. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, brother, you were brilliant. You were phenomenal. You are phenomenal. First, I want to thank Madam President Toni Preckwinkle for her steadfast leadership, and my colleagues, Commissioner Dr. Makisha McCaskill, Dr. Bill Lowry, and Bridget Degnan, who's standing with us, that also represents the Cook County Commission. I want us to thank them for standing in truth and in unity today. It means something to share this space with leaders who understand that symbolism must be matched with substance. And a special thank you to the Moya Cultural Arts Foundation. Your dancers and drummers and your spirit walkers remind us that our rhythm, our movement, our resistance are all a part of our legacy. And what a powerful exhibition of African American culture. Juneteenth isn't a celebration, it is a reckoning, a reminder that our freedom was delayed and denied and negotiated. And the truth is, we're still fighting for the fullness of that freedom today. Let's not romanticize this moment. We were declared free in 1863, but it took 2.5 years for the word to reach Galveston, Texas. And even now, some of us are still waiting for justice to show up. We're still waiting for freedom to show up. We're still waiting for that day where we will not be judged by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character. We are still waiting for that day to show up. We're still confronting the remnants of slavery in housing policies, in our school funding formulas, in our healthcare systems, and in the prison industrial complex. Don't tell me we're free while our communities are under-resourced and over-policed. Juneteenth is about legacy and liberation. It's about generations who survived the lash, the chain, and the lie, and still have the audacity to hope, to build, and to lead. But let me be clear. We cannot just honor Juneteenth with a day off. We must honor it with policy, protection, and the power for Black people to live in the fullness of the promise of this country. That means funding equity, educational justice, and community wealth, not performative politics. I don't show up to these spaces to be polite. I show up to tell the truth. And the truth is, Cook County has a responsibility to do more than just remember our history. We must prepare the harm. And I'm so honored to be with folk who are lockstep to do just that. Juneteenth is not a favor, it's not a gift, it's a declaration of what we are still owed and what we refuse to stop fighting for. And so on this day, we give notice until all of us are free, none of us are free. Asante Shana. I want to pay special deference and respect to the staffers who staff the Cook County Commissioners. I said to one of them not long ago, we might be the head, but you are the neck. And we thank you for the work that you do, the work that doesn't get seen, the tireless efforts, the phone calls, the making of the plans, the hanging of the decorations, the follow-up, the visits. We thank you. We see you. We hear you. We value you. We appreciate you. We believe in you. And we love you.
I hope you're fired up. I am. My commissioners, I love all of them. I thank you all for being here with me. I thank you for understanding that the purpose is beyond us and that we've got work to do, but together we're going to get it done. For the people that are out there listening, we've given you some action items. It's all of our fight. So while we fight for due process for some, we need to fight for due process and economic development and economic strength in our communities for Black people as well. This is all of our fight. In order for us to be a United States, we must first unite. So with that, I thank you. Commissioner Degnan?
I'm just here at Ellie's show.
I was gonna get, she's just here to support us, and we appreciate her for being here. Yes, thank you, Commissioner. And with that, we thank you, and we wish everyone a safe Juneteenth. But remember the words that are said. This is about tradition, culture, history, and empowerment. So we need to empower each other. Let's work together to empower the Black community, the foundation of these United States. Thank you.